Hey, it's Diane Hochman with Diane Hochman Live. How are you? Today I want to tell you a story. I've been in this industry in network marketing and direct sales and on the internet for a few years, for coming up on 10 years. It'll be 10 years this fall. I can hardly believe it. And a lot of people that I talk to, they got a lot of stuff going on, and right now, especially in this economy, a lot of people are in a budget crunch. They're in trouble with money. And I hear a lot of people telling me that what they can't afford, and a lot of people telling me I can't do this, I can't advertise, I can't market, I can't get that tool, can't do it, can't. Well, first of all, you got to bury the words I can't, and that's a story for another day. But I want to tell you a story about me. Back when I started in this industry, and it happened by accident, I didn't know anything about network marketing. I didn't know what it was. I was approached about some diet products, and my father-in-law bought them for me. And because I didn't have any money, we were deep in debt, and I just didn't have the cash. And he bought them from his nephew, my husband's cousin, for me. And I felt obligated to take them because he bought them for me. And the truth was, I was praying that it might be an answer for me. And so I started taking these products, and it was going really well. And little did I know that these products were from a network marketing company. I didn't know what network marketing was. I got invited to a meeting, and I went to something I thought it was going to be like Weight Watchers, where we weighed ourselves and that type of stuff. But it wasn't. It was an opportunity meeting. And that day when I sat and I watched that whole meeting, I decided I really, really, really wanted to do this. There was only one problem. I had 2 little kids. I had left my job, so I was home with 2 little kids, and we were broke. Unfortunately, we had run ourselves into $40,000 in credit card debt because I left my job, but I kept spending like I still had it. And we got ourselves into deep, deep doo-doo, basically. So I started the business, and my marketing budget, literally, Scout's Honor, was $10 a week. It was for flyers, and I used to get these removable glue sticks. You could get them at Staples, and they made things into sticky notes, and I had these little flyers, and I go around and I hang them in bathrooms and all over the place. And I went out and I would walk for exercise, and I would hang up all these flyers from my marketing, and I did that for a while, and I did some business, and that was all great. But then it was time to actually look at this as a business, and I started to get into some training, and I started to do some reading about the industry, and I really wanted to do this. I had no budget. So there I was, a college-educated woman, bilingual. I used to have a great job. And I took a job, guys, mopping floors in a supermarket at night so that I could earn $100 a week so I could run my business. Sounds nuts. But guys, I was motivated, I was determined, and I knew I had to be free. I knew I had to be home to bring up my kids. I knew I wanted to build this thing. I knew that it was real. I knew it in my heart and my soul. So I mopped floors. And I mopped floors for about a year until I could get my income up high enough in my business to keep things rolling and going and going. So my question for you today is, what are you willing to do to make your dream happen? Because an awful lot of people are running around saying, I want this, I want that, and I want to make $10,000 a month, and I want to have the car, and I want to have the beaches, and I want to have this and that. But I don't see that many people that are willing to sacrifice their time and, quite frankly, their ego. Guys, you have to imagine me mopping floors, and one day I'll take the video camera down to that very supermarket. I go there every single week. And it always reminds me, one, where I came from. And it humbles me to remember picking up chewed up gum off the floor and scraping it up. And it humbles me to remember emptying that bucket of grime-filled water. Why did I do it? Because I wanted something that bad. There's an old saying, and it sounds so goofy, you've heard it a million times, but when there's a will, there's a way. And when your why is big enough, the how-tos show up. That's not baloney. It's not just one of those things that your mom says to you, or they say down at the MLM meeting, how big is your why? It's true. And you have to sit down and you have to figure out, what can you do? Where can you cut back? Guys, and I'm not talking about spending a lot of money and doing anything stupid. But if you don't have a marketing budget for your business, what kind of business exists like that? And most people are running around with $150 cable television bills and $300 cell phone bills, and they're spending money on, soda and cigarettes and beer, whatever it is that you're into, movies, fingernails. Guys, I had to get rid of my fingernails. I had to get rid of all my stuff. Decide and put your money where your mouth is, put your effort where your mouth is. Put everything you have into your dream. If you don't do it, nobody else will. It's 10 years later. I'm 100 plus pounds lighter. I got rid of all that debt. I do very well financially. I'm with my kids still. They're 13 and 16 now. And I live my dream of teaching and training and helping people like you do this. But sometimes it requires that I sit down and I get serious with you. I mopped floors. I got dirty. And why didn't I get a job during the day that was a little more glamorous? Because I had committed to being with my children, and I could do that job while they were in bed. It's truth. So the girl with the long blonde hair on all the videos, traveling all over the place and going to the seminars and teaching up in front of all the people, the girl on YouTube, the girl on Twitter, mopped floors. There's the truth. Look forward to seeing you guys next time. You can always find all my live recordings from my live calls on. They're always on Mondays at 9:27. You see, I'm like. It actually brings up emotion in me when I think about it, and I'm like stuttering on my words, which is rare for me. Those were dark times, and yet at the same time they were so full of hope. They were times when I was full of the hope for today. Here I am. So Monday nights, 9:27 p.m. Eastern. Phone numbers there. Come down and see me over at the Million Mind March. Of course, there's my private classroom with all that free training for you. If you're interested in finding out about some of the revenue streams that I'm working with, give me a call, shoot me an email, let me know. But most of all, make a commitment and a decision. You need to have the skills. You need to commit to the base skills. There is no magic pill. There is no magic system. Keep looking. Keep looking. I mean, guys, you can look. It's not there. The only magic is you, your mind, your commitment, your will to make a change. So we'll see you guys. Diane Hochman Live. You can find me there, and take care.